All right, man. Let's talk about the Detroit Pistons cap space and the rule that forces them to spend the cap space. Benjamin Foe, when he come on the show, he always mentions this that that the Pistons still have to follow this rule and can't just hoard the cap space. Now I'm gonna talk about some strategies here too. But check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Appreciate the love, support, everybody showing the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell icon button. Get notification when I drop videos. I try to drop videos around the same time every day. Sometimes I give you an early video, 11, 12-ish, but 2:30 on the weekends, 2:30, 4:30, 6:30, 8:30, 7 to 8:30. That's kind of my window slots. If I'm in the midday week in the week, I might be 2:30, 4, 5:30, 6:30, whatever. But on Saturday mornings, I try to get in a Pistons live stream. I try to be between like 9:30 to 11 to start it. So trying to kind of give y'all a little schedule update. And on Sundays, man, when this Pistons stuff cool off, we start doing live streams. Right before camp and when training camp kick off, and I cover Hard Knocks. A couple of people asked me to, watch it again. I haven't watched it since back in the day. Just don't be intriguing. But I got HBO Max so I can watch it. So shout out to HBO Max, super duper dope. So the NBA rule that forced Detroit Pistons to spend money on players. So it says, unlike its counterpart NBA teams, unlike its football counterpart NBA teams, have to use almost all their salary cap space in a given season. Detroit Pistons have a lot of money to burn. In some fashion, needs to be spent. And shout out to Stuart London on the article. Shout out to PistonPower.com, powered by Fanside. While the Pistons at the moment have more salary cap space than almost any other NBA team, there will come a time when Detroit will have to fill its space. In the NFL, teams can roll over unused salary cap dollars to the following year. And if the Lions have no one to spend big bucks on, they can hoard their money until the following season, not the NBA. The rule in the collective bargaining agreement is every team must spend at least 90% of their salary cap space. Hoops Rumors Glossary phrased it as well. There's a specific threshold on lower end teams must meet in NBA season. The league minimum salary floor requires a club to spend at least 90% of the salary cap on player salaries. For instance, in 21-22, the cap set at 112, 404, 112 million, 112, 441 million on the salary floor for this season is 101, 175,000, 101 million, 170, however you say it. I, yeah. But so 101.175, 175, 3 million, whatever. So over 1.1 million, $101.1 million is where they set it. Almost 100, well, more than close to 101. So the rule was bought some odd circumstances. Oklahoma City once paid a foreign player who was arriving late into the season 15 million just so they can reach the salary cap floor. JJ Redick had the former three-point shooting specialist, now ESPN, signed a one-year deal for $23 million for Philadelphia, making him one of the highest-paid players in the league for the 17-18 season. They had so few contracts remaining of any consequence from Sam Hinkie process era. They had to find a way to reach the floor. So sometimes people just get the money. So 101 around 101.1 million dollars is the is kind of the threshold right there. So you got some tricks of the trade. I mean, one of the biggest tricks of the trade, which you see in the two examples, was paying somebody a lot of money in a 1 year deal. So you can sign a lot of team friendly 1 year deals and still hoard that money though. That's the difference. You can still hoard the money. You can pay a player a lot of money just to be on the roster, and next year come off the books, and now you got expiring contracts. You can sign a lot of 1 year expiring contracts. Um, so that's the thing about it. You can sign a lot of 1 year expiring contracts and still be good. So that's the interesting thing about it, man. And so there you go. So there's always just different tricks to the trades. When talking when talking about getting around stuff and getting around you know and that type of stuff. So it's always ways to get around there. So, but nonetheless, they got to spend the money, and it is what it is. So I seen an article, I hadn't read it yet, where it tells you how much money the Pistons actually have. So it's about Piston Power 2. They lighten it up. It's about Aaron Keller stress. So how much do the Pistons? How much cap space do the Pistons have, and how would they use it? I don't know how they're gonna use it. I'm not sure how they're gonna buy out Kemba Walker, how that affects the cap. But Gabriel Brachita is supposed to be a stash player, so I read he's probably gonna stay over there in Italy for another season, so he ain't gonna count against the cap. So so according to Sports Track, the Pistons could have as much as $54 million. So depending on what they do with their own guys, that number represents not picking up any of the additional teams. So they picked up Jaime Diallo at $5 million. So you can cap that down around 49, 48 ish. So that's $48 million they got to spend. So um, so they picked them up. So they will not pick up Frank Jackson's contract, I heard. And we don't know if they're going to retain Marvin Bagley. So we say they return Bagley at, I don't even know if they need to retain, but they don't know what they're going to do with Kelly Olynyk neither. He could be moved too. Um, so if they do Bagley, I would say they're about $38 million. So they're about 38. So the max, I don't know what the max contract will be for Bridges. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see if we can find out what the max NBA contract is. Um, hold on. I answered all wrong. Let's see if we can find out what the max contract is. Uh, so let me see if I can find this out. See exactly what the max is. Uh, let's see. So, however, the ballpark, the max is the salary max is 119. Let me see. So they're saying, let me show this to y'all so I can see this. See if we can see this. So if I'm reading it right, a player's maximum salary is generally determined by the years of NBA experience. So if you 6 years or less, the max next year is $30.5 million. So that's what it's saying. 7 to 9 years, 36. 10 plus is 43. So that's what they're saying. So a player resigning with their own team is an 8% annual raise up to 5 years. So that is roughly it's on there about $2+ million raise. So yeah, it's a plus $2 million raise. So you'll be paying Miles Bridges around $30 million. So it'd be what, $30 million for 5 years. 180 something. 180 something you'd be paying them. So we said, they signed Diallo, they dropped him 48 million, signed Bagley. So they have around 8 million in wiggle room. If they didn't bring Bagley back, they have $18 million in wiggle room. You know, so so but it's a risk in signing them, if you're being honest. It's a risk in signing them. It's a big risk. And one of the big risks in signing Miles Bridges is he had one good year, but what makes you more comfortable with signing him is that he's 23 years old. You know, and most people say, well, he only started balling because um he was in a contract year and he wanted his money. But if he can continue that trajectory, then cool. But you also got to think in the future, you're going to have to pay Kay Cunningham, you have to pay Sadiq Bey, Jay Ivy. What you talking about? Cunningham contract might not be up, for about 4 more seasons. So about 4 more seasons by the time you get there, Miles Bridges' contract almost already be up. So you really ain't really have to think about that. If you are winning, you know, if you are winning, Tom Gores is showing ability. He just want to win, so he's gonna throw the money out there at them regardless. He'll pay luxury taxes if they winning. And then when Detroit teams was winning, we seen the Pistons win. We can't really speak on the Lions, but we know when they start winning, they start making buku kind of amount of money. Nobody care how much they raise the prices up, nothing like that. So, but when they start winning, bro, it's just to the point where you know. It's just to the point where the people don't care. People don't care. They gonna spend their money and they gonna support. So when Detroit win, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like they spent money. I remember the Pistons was about to wrap up the and gentlemen sweep the Lakers. I remember, that my neighborhood was crazy, bro. Like you had people that was putting projectors up on top of on the side of their houses. And it was just like nothing you ever seen. That was the last good summer of my adolescence. That might be the last good summer of my. I can't say that my life. That's some good summers, especially when I was grown. But nonetheless, that was like that was the last good summer of my teenage years, bro. That was, man. It was like none other, bro. That heat that the Pistons brought that summer, bro, was second to none. It was second to none. You know, so we'll see if Troy Weaver can it's a lot. Everybody excited, everybody's happy, and everybody is just like, man, they're very excited about this, but they still gotta mesh. They still gotta put the work in on the floor, and we still gonna go through ups and downs, and so I had Miles Bridges. It's just gonna take it's gonna take it's gonna take the expectations to another level, but they gotta gel. They gotta learn to play team defense. Who gonna get the shots? How we gonna play? How we gonna stagger these minutes? So, but with the cap space, it'll be interesting to see how he uses the cap space, and it'd be crazy. It'd be nice to see it. They've been linked to a couple players, and we talk about one of them in the next or coming up in another video. Probably be already up. So, we gonna have to wait and see. So, um, but bringing Bridges in, it's a risk. Or they could sign a lot of team friendly contracts next year if they don't get Bridges and Michael decide to pay him, and they could do a lot of team friendly deals this year. Next year, hit free agency, see where they at as a team. So a lot of people want to go for Miles Bridges. I ain't one of them. I ain't one of the people that don't want to see it. Let's do it. Next year is a mystery. Today's we say yesterday's history. Tomorrow's a mystery. So we gotta live in the moment. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all there. I put the last live stream up there last night. To this morning. Sorry, I forgot to put it up yesterday morning. So it's up now. So hopefully you guys enjoy the audio. And I got a live stream coming. Might be today, might be tomorrow. If it ain't today, I got a lot of content to fill for you guys today. So if I do end up doing a live stream, some of that content is spent over to tomorrow. So we'll see what happens, man. Don't forget, check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Football season around the corner, so we gonna knock out the rest of the free agency for the Pistons. We gonna knock out summer league, and then the Lions gonna turn their swag on, and we gonna be talking about training camp, hard knocks. We're gonna be talking about training camp battles and stuff of that nature. So appreciate the love, support. Don't forget subscribe to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase chance of notifications. Peace.